Hi, Thor. We thought we'd take a quick video and show you how some of the things might work on the Avalanche.
Hello, grandson. Welcome to the 2002 Chevy Avalanche 1500 four-wheel drive. First thing you want to know, the most important thing with the truck is the oil. Consider it blood for the truck. Most people would think gas is. It's oil. Oil, if you let the oil run low, you'll blow your engine. So to pop the hood, you just flip that guy right there. Then you come over here. And right underneath the Chevy emblem, there's a little latch. You just push it back and pop the hood up. So your oil stick is the yellow one. So you'll want to pull it out. And I recommend you check it when you fill up with gas. There is an indicator light on the console that'll tell you if you're low, just in case you forget, but don't forget. And then when you pull it out, you should have oil up in these, right up in this area. In this case, it's all the way up here. Down here's not too bad. You don't want to get in below this last dot. If you do, you'll have to put some oil in it. It takes 5W30.
Nor do you want to overfill it.
Yeah, you don't want to overfill it either. It's 5W30. So once you see oil in there in that area, you're good. Transmission's right here. It's the same thing. It's got its own area as well.
Do you always wipe it first, correct?
Yeah, so you can get a good measurement on it, yeah. And you got plenty of transmission fluid in there. Antifreeze or coolant will be real obvious because there's a reservoir right here and it's a brand new one that we had replaced, so you'll see the coolant in there. If you run low on coolant, the indicator light will tell you that, and then also you'll see that it's missing out of here. That would not be cool. You can top it off. It only takes Dex Cool only.
Is that in the manual?
It probably is in the manual. If you have any questions, call me or Fifi.
Yes, please.
But you should always see coolant in here. Windshield washer fluids here. You'll know when you run out. It just takes the blue washer fluid, just pour it in the top. Battery, there's nothing to check on it. It's a self-sealed battery. It's brand new. It should last you a few years. Florida's hot. Heat's real bad for batteries, so don't be surprised if it starts get weaker after 2 years. If it has trouble starting to crank over, replace it.
And we just bought it yesterday, so I will send you a copy of the receipt, and if something goes with it and you do need to return it, I will send you the actual receipt.
Yeah, you'll probably get 3 years out of it, usually.
Okay.
Brake fluids here. You just want to make sure it's up in this area. And then to fill it, it's just normal brake fluid. Just pours in there. Power steering fluids down here. You'll actually know if it's low because it'll be hard to steer the engine.
Oh, we've never had that
to steer
issue.
The wheels. Yeah, and you can see that there's fluid in there.
But you just want to keep all your fluids. That's extremely important.
Oil is number one. It
right.
always is.
Okay.
And then when you close the hood, just don't be crazy with it.
Gently.
That's it.
Everything's gently.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next, as you enter your vehicle, to adjust the seats, this will go back and forward.
Okay, I want to make a statement.
Sure.
So this right here has been torn, and I've sewn it, and it does come unattached at times, Thor. So I looked on Amazon, and you can buy seat covers really cheap that will fit this Avalanche. So you might want to do that eventually.
Yeah. And then this thing will allow you to take the seat forward and backward, just so it fits as comfortable as you want it to be. Then this little dial here raises the center up. It kind of scoots you up or down a little bit.
And it's a lumbar thing.
Yeah, it's just for comfort. You'll figure it out when you do it.
Okay.
Mine goes back.
Yeah, because I'm so short. Okay, so here's all your...
So here's the console. So right in here, there'll be indicators if the oil goes low or if there's anything wrong, it'll show up in there.
It's saying security because we have the key in the ignition and the door open.
Yep. So to start it, just like
Never put your foot on the gas.
Yeah, don't put your foot on the gas. It's automatic, so everything's in park. I turn it and leave it in the on position for a few seconds. Just what it does is it turns the fuel pump on and pushes gas up forward, and then you just start it.
It fires up every time.
Yeah.
Now we do have these two dummy lights up here that says, well, it's not on right now.
It's the anti-brake. It'll come on. You'll see it on the left and the right. Up to you if you want to get it fixed, but it's for the anti-brake system. They will come on.
Okay.
And obviously the fasten your seatbelt indicators on there.
Because you don't have your seatbelt on.
Because I don't have my seatbelt on.
Okay, and then these, always keep it in this too high, Thor, because you're not going to be going four-wheel driving in this truck anymore. It's 20 years old this month. And here is a light that goes for your bed of your truck. It's really handy for night. Just don't forget to turn it off so you don't run your battery down. Then this is for the fog lights, and it's got a little hole in it, so you could probably go to the junkyard and get a new cap for it, but it works. Here's all your light controls.
Right.
Here.
So here is normal, where it'll operate by itself. If you want to actually turn the lights on for whatever reason without the truck running, it's right here. I recommend to keep in here.
Yes.
Because if you leave it here, you can run your battery dead.
Yes.
That would suck.
And then the tilt. Tilt.
The tilt is right here.
Mm-hmm.
You just pull it back so you can adjust the steering wheel the way you like it.
Mm-hmm.
One last thing about the four-wheel drive. If you decided you did need it, if you were in a spot where you needed to get that traction, put it in 4 high. You should always have this thing running in 2 high. What you don't want to do is, if you do use four-wheel drive, is forget to put it back to 2. Because you'll hear it. It'll sound different while you're driving down the freeway, and it will suck gas, and
it's just not good.
You want to run it in 2 high all the time.
Yeah.
And in Florida, you're probably never going to need four-wheel drive, but it's there. Gauges up there, gas is right there. Your battery level is right there. If your truck is running and this thing is cranking up real high, it means it's charging your battery. If you have the key off and you turn the key on and it's real low, your battery's getting weak. But you'll know just from experience. It'll sound different. Oil gauge is super important. Make sure there's oil pressure. If this pressure gauge drops to 0, pull over and stop.
These gauges are extremely important to pay attention to. Temperature
gauge. This will fluctuate between where it is right now and a little bit over 210. If it starts getting 3/4 over, you're overheating. You just need to be careful, and you never want it to peg, because you'll blow the motor. So there's the ABS indicator that comes on.
And that brake actually is for the emergency brake.
Right.
And it's a dummy light, and it just comes on because that's what it does.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to, but it's no big deal, Thor, so don't concern yourself with it.
Exactly. Yeah, so watch that temperature gauge. When I start the truck, I always make sure those gauges are up. Next thing, this is a little bit, well, we've had some, it's an older truck. If you need the sun visor, pull the sun visor down.
Has a lighted mirror.
It does have a lighted mirror, so
it's a little floppy.
You can admire yourself and say, oh, what a sexy beast.
Oh,
and then when you're done with it, you just close it, it turns off.
And you can pull it to the side. I used that yesterday, actually, when I had sun on the side here.
Yeah.
So you can pull it over the side. And then this other one you can use, so you can use 2.
Right.
So you have 2 in use.
Yeah.
But
the problem is this thing's old and it's worn out.
It's floppy.
So it doesn't want to stay up. So you have to beat it like it owes you money. Just like that. I'm dead serious, dude.
Whoops.
And
you gotta
that's the only way it'll stay up.
Yeah.
Just smack it, it'll go.
Not a problem. So over here, sunglass holder and interior lights.
These you want to make sure you don't leave on.
Yes. Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Lots of stuff you can do to run your battery.
There's storage over here.
Yeah, there's
right there.
Right, oh yeah, right here.
Right there.
Just a little slot.
Ashtray. Who uses ashtrays?
They don't even have ashtrays in vehicles anymore, I don't think.
Okay. And then the ports.
There's the ports.
Two ports, a cigarette lighter.
Cigarette lighter. There's a jack for plugging in like devices and chargers and stuff like that. There's a picture of you and your sister.
Another storage.
Another little storage spot.
Cup holder. And these things come out so you can wash them if you get messy.
Yep, the rubbers will come out the bottom.
Now this console locks. I've got to get that key and send that to you with the new keys. So, and there's things for coins in here and all sorts of cute little things in here.
Yep.
Okay, so that's good for this side, right?
Yeah, and then you go to...
Oh, and your armrest.
You do have an armrest if you want it.
Comes and goes. I like it to drive with. Rest your arm.
Everybody's got their preference.
Right.
And same thing on this side. All right, we'll move to the other side.
Okay, could you put those back down, please? The armrest.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I just lightly shampooed these seats, so I want it to dry. Okay, we'll go over all the inside first, and then we'll go on the outside. So the back seat here, it's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, you didn't cover the windows and the window lock up front.
Sure. So here, you need to make sure the key's on for it. You got automatic locks that you can lock and unlock all the doors at any time.
So you can lock all your friends inside.
Yep. You can control all the windows yourself.
We like doing that if we had the dogs in here so that they couldn't accidentally roll the windows down.
Right. So the window lock, if you lock it, you can run the windows, but nobody else can.
Right.
And that's what we did to prevent the dogs from crunching themselves.
The mirrors.
To adjust the mirrors, you switch to the side that you want it, and then you use this to move the mirror around.
Okay.
Which is pretty neat. Same thing for the other side, and then in the middle is just locked, so it stays where you want it.
Okay. Then back to the back seat.
Yes.
So you've got these nice little storage panels back here, Thor. And I have taped this little piece because the hinge doesn't work too well. And if you want to make the change of folding this back seat down, and you leave this piece right here, if you leave that out, it will break it. So you want to pay attention. You've got dual heat and air conditioning. That's what these vents are for, and they work very well. We detailed the truck as best as we can, but you got to remember we work all the time, but we did spend a lot of time trying to get it clean for you. So I think Glenn will show you how to do the change here.
Yeah, let's go up front real quick.
Okay.
And there's one more thing I want to go through.
Oh, okay.
So, on the console, you got your cool thermostat, you got your cool.
Oh, yeah.
And to turn this on for the heat. When you turn this on, it turns the fans on. If you want your air conditioner on, you hit AC, and as long as the light lights up, you've got your AC, and keep it over to the left to keep it cold. This thing, ignore this. So we've got an issue with a delineator, and there's the actuator shot, and there's something wrong with the connections in the console. So it's set so when the air is blowing down and also up, so the defroster will always work, and you'll always have heat and air conditioning. So you can do this all you want, but it's
not going to work.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything.
It's about $1,000 to fix it.
Yeah, so it's kind of not worth it.
And it does the job just fine.
It works great. It works great.
Okay, good coverage. Good coverage.
All right, so
and
I'll take one
this
side.
quote unquote change. Okay. No, you do one side at a time, Glenn. You can't do it that way.
Okay. So when you want to put the seat down, there's a little on each side of the seat. There's a little pull tab. What it does is it pulls up a little latch that's locking the seat down, and it pulls up. And you, like Grandma said, got to make sure that little cup holder is up, or you'll break it. So you've got this up, and then this will just drop right down.
You've got to have your seat up a little bit, because if you have it all the way back, it's not going to fold down.
Yeah, you'll find that out.
So then we'll go around to the other side.
Yep. And then same thing, there's a little tab right here. And that'll pull up.
Watch your seatbelt.
Watch your seat belts. They can go down here, just make sure they're back up when you put it back. So now you're down, you can store stuff down here, or
you can do the change.
you're gonna do the change. So there's a little latch here that'll pop this.
Carefully.
Carefully, yeah. And it'll drop down.
So
It'll
you can
go
use
all
your
the way
trunk
back.
space. Very nice.
Which is cool. Make sure it's secure.
Did you lock that back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the other thing is if you desire, you can take this window out, which I don't think we've really ever had.
Oh, you wouldn't want to take it out.
Or take it out to clean it.
Yes.
There's a latch here.
Very carefully.
There's a latch here.
Because this would cost a chunk of change if you drop this glass.
Yeah, because there's defrosters in it.
Yes.
So you push this little button, and it'll let you take the window
You want to
out.
hold it. Well, I actually pull this down to clean it.
Yeah.
So I don't have to climb on the back. But that's the only time you'd ever want to really release that.
Yeah.
You got to be real careful and then latch it back and
And you're good.
you're good. Now, when you put these seats back, you want to make sure you're pulling and holding up the seat belts.
Right. So you got this one.
That goes to this side. Nice.
And then I usually just lay it over here. And then you lift this
Wait,
one.
hang on.
Yeah.
I hold those two seat belts up because otherwise, unless they didn't get pulled
should-
down.
yeah,
Oh, perfect.
I got them.
Thank you.
They're right here.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
Voila.
And then they're there.
Okay, so,
Oops, sorry.
and the middle console? Right here. It's right here, Glenn.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about this thing.
Yeah.
This will pull down. For
That's kinda
another
nice.
Cup holders for your friends. Yeah.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so the inside, self-explanatory.
So.
Oh, wait a minute. I seem to think there's something back here. No, if you do get chilly, you can, or hot back here, they can close these vents
Yep.
with that little flip of the switch there.
Okay.
And I'm going to send this manual. We bought it for repairs for this truck, Thor, so I'll send it here. Here's a couple little things. I don't remember where they go to. Maybe you'll figure it out. They're a decorative piece on the truck here. I don't know.
I don't even know where they go.
They go in the back seat somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So come over this way. If the unfortunate circumstance happens that you get a flat tire, you open this little panel up, and your jack is in here. You unscrew this top to pull the jack out.
Go ahead,
Little
Glenn.
piece of wood. But this will come out, and then you can set the jack on the ground. I'll close this back up because the rest of it is in the side panels.
And these side panels are opened by the ignition key. One key for all.
Yeah, one key fits all, which is nice. So it's locked, so you can keep stuff in there. Just unlock it and push the button. In here is the lug nut wrench, which is also a handle for the jack. And there's 2 bars, or 3 of them actually, that connect them all together. And then you just put them together as one big long stick. It sticks in the hole, and you can crank the jack. And the other thing it's for is back here. Your spare tire is underneath the truck.
Okay.
So you take the ignition key to pull this out. This is so the thing people that want to steal your tire can't. But the same bars that do the jack stick in here to crank the cable down, and you can get your tire out.
Very good.
These also have a tendency to rust and want to stick and not unlock, but yours is still in good shape.
Very good.
So again, there's storage in here. There's jumper cables in there. There's also a hitch. You're really not going to use this for towing, but there's a 2-inch ball in there.
Okay, very good.
And put this back. There's also some Dex Cool.
Very good.
In case you need it. Hopefully you won't, because we do have a brand new water pump and reservoir on there, so you shouldn't have any.
Just keep these locked all the time.
Yeah.
And to open it, you push it after you unlock it.
Yep. So there's another one over here. Same thing. You can unlock it.
And Thor, these are really faded from being out in the sun. So I've tried to armor all. It didn't do any good. I don't know if you want to get them repainted or if you want to expense that, but it looks fine as it is. It's 20 years old, and I think it looks darn good for 20 years old.
Yeah.
So it runs like a new vehicle.
It does.
Okay, so then the bed.
Yep. Pretty much the last thing here, which is kind of cool about this truck, is it's got a step.
Okay, let me show that.
Yeah, there's actually a step to step up on.
There's a piece missing here, though, and a little crunk.
Right.
But you can step on there?
But it's your step, yeah. Like mine doesn't have it, so it's a pain getting in my truck.
Oh, yeah, we're going to cover the top pieces. So they're numbered.
So these things come off. So it's 1, 2, 3. They're numbered. All you do is flip the little flippers here so that they're sticking out. And these panels just come out.
You pull it out a little bit, right?
Yep.
And then you stick it back in the same way. So each one is just the easiest pie.
Yep.
So if you want to haul stuff that's taller or whatever, we take them out, leave them at home so that they don't get stolen.
And then in here, there's, instead of 2, there's 4 on this one. 3 and 4.
Yes. Very good.
So when you put them back, so then you have your whole open bed.
Yes, very nice.
So
that was the thing that sold this, that made it such an important feature.
So when you put them back, you just make sure they're in place.
We use this a lot.
Yeah, you'll know because they'll go real easy. If it's working hard, you don't have it lined up right. But they work real easy.
Yeah, you do have to have them lined up properly. Okay.
But it's a pretty, it's been a great job.
I wish they wouldn't have stopped making them because I would have continued to buy these till I die.
Yeah.
It's been an excellent truck.
Watch this thing.
Oh, yeah, this
thing. This will cut your clothes, your leg. Holy crap,
yeah,
it hurts.
I have torn many a shirts on this thing.
It hurts.
All right. And you don't, when you drop the tailgate, please do it with ease or you're going to break it.
Right.
And there's lots of tie downs inside there. I was going to show.
Oh, okay.
If you can open it back up again. Open the.
Yeah.
Open this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, the tie down eyelets. Oh, okay, I got you.
These guys, they're all over, so you can use ropes to tie your stuff down.
Yep.
And then there's lights in here with the cargo lamp in the inside. So there, they pull up and pull down.
Yep.
Okay. Now I think we've got everything covered on the inside, don't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and this is for what?
That's where you plug in the lights to your trailer.
Oh, okay. So he won't be using it.
And then the hitch goes in
there.
there.
So if you do end up want to pull something with this store, you're going to need to get a larger. What Felix said, Glenn?
Oh, yeah. He's talking about adding a fan to the radiator.
Yeah.
It's just getting old, so it likes to overheat when it's pulling stuff. That's why I don't really recommend.
But it does not overheat if you don't pull.
Correct.
Okay. This one of the dumb guys at the car wash pushed my mirror in and broke it, and I didn't go back. So you know, these are electric mirrors, so we have this taped with electrical tape here, and it works just fine. It's not that noticeable, but it you know, if you want to spend the money and get it fixed, you can obviously do that. All 4 tires are brand new in June. Glenn just put on new wiper blades for you.
Yep.
I'll go through the truck slow so you can see. And also the transporter is going to be going through all this for any damages or anything. So there's a little mark right here. That can probably be buffed out. There's a little mark. I don't even know if you can see it. It's right here.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
There you go. There it is. Okay. Nothing here, nothing here. Like I said, the little piece is missing down here. There's nothing here, nothing there. There's nothing here, nothing there. Nothing here, nothing there. There's some very faint scratches in here from the tree that just occurred last month, but it's very faint. Nothing here, nothing here. So really there's no actual dents other than that one little tiny dent on the,
Yeah.
Is that which side of the truck? Is that on the other side?
There's a little one right here.
Oh, it's this is it.
Yeah, that one.
It's very minor.
God knows where it came from either.
And then Thor, these light covers are all really faded. You could always replace those. This is kind of fading off a little bit. And these are all just rock chips that you get off the highway.
Yep.
And the car has 285,000 miles on it, and it's 20 years old. But I think it'll give you at least another 15,000 on the engine if you treat it right.
Yep.
So if you treat it, if you are good to it, it should be very good to you, honey. And we're very glad that we can all make this happen. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it gives you more opportunities to get out and do more with your life. And I just hope it's really good to you as it was to us. But we really are very conscientious on the preventive maintenance program. And it's costly to do that, but that's the deal you have with being a vehicle owner. I'm going to send you the entire package I have of vehicle receipts that I've kept since 2002. I've kept the largest majority of them. Obviously, some I probably don't have, but you can always refer to it to see what we've repaired and replaced on the vehicle. There's no current recalls on it. Like I said, it drives like a dream. It really drives well. So, good luck, have fun, enjoy, and take care of it. And thanks, Glenn, for doing the
Of course.
review of the truck. And
All right.
we love you, Thor.
Love you, sir.
Bye.